Okay, Gemini, thanks for visiting. And yeah, if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you would like to. I don't mind what you do, what you don't do. I'm late. I'm going to do this as quickly as I can and get it out for you as quickly as I can. The first card you have your past is Temperance. So yeah, this card can be a lot of things. I am seeing, yeah, I'm actually seeing compromise, something about compromise around this card. I think you might have automatically compromised, and I think you've automatically compromised around a lot of things in your life, actually, maybe even subconsciously. I don't think you even realized that's what you were doing. You probably have put up with a lot of things that you shouldn't have, actually. Yeah, I think you put up with a lot of things for the sake of compromising, for the sake of kind of having an easy life, doing what someone else wanted, especially in relationships. I think you might have found yourself in the role of helper, actually. And yeah, definitely in some past, definitely in one I'm seeing, there was one relationship where you're really in the helper role. They were a bit hopeless, actually. That sounds terrible, but they were. And you were doing a lot of things for them. You were you might have been, I think this person might have been employed for some time, and you were kind of filling out job things for them, or finding jobs for them, and doing things for them, and doing this for them and that for them. You might have even been supporting them financially for some of this time. They did not deserve it. Whoever this was didn't deserve it. That's what I'm seeing. Now, I think you did become aware of this compromise that you kept on making all the time for everyone and everything. And I think you still do struggle sometimes. You struggle to stand up to some people, not everyone, but some people. And I think some of these people you really do struggle to stand up to are your family, some of your family members, not everyone, but some. And I think the way that you grew up might have been where all of this came from, actually. I'm not blaming your family. I just think that the way you're brought up sometimes can affect some of these, some of the subconscious decisions that we make as adults without even thinking. We just make these decisions. We say, oh, well, I'll compromise. If they want to do that, okay, I'll put up with that. Da 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 da. And good and bad things sometimes we kind of don't realize we're making these decisions because of the way we were brought up. But yeah, I think you are aware of this now. You're starting to become aware of this. And I think, I think at one time you might have even gone in the opposite direction. You'd become so aware of this that you were like, no, I don't want to compromise ever. I'm going to be really upset if someone says, why don't you compromise? I don't want you to do that. I want you to do what I want. You were like, no. And you'd really kind of buck against that and be really kind of almost rebellious against it. But I think, you got past that stage, and I think then you came back into balance again. This card can be about balance. But yeah, I think sometimes I think it can still be a little bit difficult for you to find that balance. I think you still have to be mindful of not getting upset or angry if there's an unfair situation around you, if you feel that, you've been unfairly treated. But this has been negative for you in those ways, but it's been positive in other ways. And it's made you into a really loyal friend, I think. I think if someone's in an unfair situation, you stand up for them. And a lot of people don't stand up for their friends or other people, but you do. You do. It's made you a really loyal friend. You can't bear to see anyone being treated unfairly, and you stand up for them. That's what I see in that card. The next card you have your past is the Hierophant. Yeah, I think the other thing you might struggle with sometimes is being listened to and taken seriously, and that's all a part of having to compromise. That's all a part of the way you're brought up again. And I think at this time you might have been having some problems around work with people listening to you or taking you seriously. I'm seeing some kind of there's some kind of a set system or some kind of a structure that was set. And I think you could see some kind of better way to do something outside of that structure. And I think you knew that something was either inefficient or it wasn't working properly. And I think you might have had a really good solution, actually, a simple solution, something that could have been done very quickly, very easily, and then things would be better. But I don't think whoever should have been listening was listening to you. Someone in authority might not have listened to you. And I think whatever this problem was also a practical thing, like it was slowing you down at work, it was making you inefficient, and you were thinking, you know, if this thing changed, just one little thing, everything would be so much better. But this person just was not listening. And I think, you know, you asked and you asked, and I think then you might have just resigned yourself to putting up with things as they were, because you couldn't really do anything. You couldn't convince them. It was just how it was. But if this is resonating, try not to let this setback erode your confidence. You know, the fact that they're not listening isn't because you're not worth listening to. I think there might be some kind of, because I am seeing this set system, and I think maybe this person was locked into this system by someone above them maybe, and they couldn't do anything about it. Just because they're not listening, or just because they say no to you, doesn't mean that you're not worth listening to. So try not to take this to heart. I know you do that sometimes. You take things to heart sometimes. You take things personally. So be careful not to do that. It isn't about you. I'm not saying that it is. I know it's frustrating, but it isn't something that you should take personally. That's what I'm seeing in that. The last card you have your past is the Magician. So yeah, this is a fantastic card, and you have the Temperance card as well in your past. So both of these cards are really, they're really magical. I think I love these two cards. I'm seeing a few things in this card. I don't know if this is going to sound a bit strange, but I'm seeing a lot of words. I'm seeing words. I think you're a very articulate person. I think you express yourself really well, both in speaking and in writing. That's what I'm seeing. And I think there might have actually been an opportunity around you, and you might not have noticed this opportunity because I think you might have been concentrating on this work issue and these work problems. But there's definitely some kind of opportunity around you, and it might not even be at this time. It might still be around you now, or you might not have even seen it yet, but it's still around you. It's not going to go away. It's still going to be around you. So you won't have lost this, even though this is in your past. And I think, yeah, there's definitely some kind of an opportunity where you'd be able to use these skills that you have, because I don't think they're being used properly in this job that you're in. There's something online, some kind of online opportunity that I'm seeing. I know that's specific, but that's what I'm seeing. And if this is resonating, think about who you might know personally who might have some kind of experience in, or a job in, around writing or speaking or publishing or something like that, because I'm getting this sense of this opportunity coming through a person. Someone you either know already or someone you might be introduced to. So also, if you get any invitations to go anywhere, say yes to them, because this opportunity might come from that. And it might also be someone you already know as well. So keep your eyes out, because this is a really, really good opportunity. This is something that would really suit you. And the Magician transcends out of his surroundings. He transforms into something else. That's what he does. And this is what I'm seeing with you. I think this opportunity could transcend how you're feeling in your workplace and how you're feeling around yourself and about yourself, and it could really propel you into something that you love doing. And you won't have these feelings of inadequacy, you won't have these feelings of not being listened to, and it won't be as frustrating for you. That's what I'm seeing. So please keep your eyes open for that opportunity. The first card you have for your present is the Three of Wands. So, yeah, there's a bit of confusion around this, I think. I'm seeing a love situation. There might be two love situations in there. It's a bit confusing. There is someone around you. I think you're either in a relationship or you're in the early stages of being in a relationship or being with someone. You might just be talking to them. And I think you have been getting to know them. You have been kind of adjusting to a lot of this. I'm not seeing any problems between you. I'm seeing a lot of passion between you. But I'm seeing adjusting, because I think there might be a few family issues around this. Not problems, but I think there might be a family member around them. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, I've got this really sore throat that you're trying to adjust to. I don't know whether I'm run down or I've got a cold or a flu or something. I think I might be run down, but I've got a really sore throat. I'll just keep going. So yeah, there's some family member. So it might be a relative. It might be that they have children. or you might have children either. There's something that you're getting used to around family, around this person, I think. I also think in this card, I'm seeing that there's someone else who's missing you, a different person, someone from your past. They are missing you, and I think they might be hoping for a chance with you. I don't know why they think that. I shouldn't laugh, but you had a lot of problems with this person, and I think they might have even disappeared or run away at one time. You know, you love this person, you over-cared for this person. This might be this person I'm seeing in the Temperance card. And they have changed a lot, but really they've changed on the outside. They haven't changed on the inside. They might have lost weight, or they might have got fit, something like that. They've changed their hair, they've changed their clothes, something like that. They've changed something like that. They might be on social media showing that off and trying to get you to see it, but they haven't changed the inside. That's what I'm seeing. They're still hoping to be with you, and they still think there's some chance with you. Now, I don't think you're going to be interested in seeing this person again. Even if you were single, I don't think you would. Excuse me, again, I'm seeing they've transformed on the outside, but not on the inside. And also, you know, the fact that they disappeared, I'm seeing them just poof, disappearing. The fact that they disappeared and they weren't they weren't contacting you then, after that time, they just disappeared. They might have ghosted you. This makes me wonder why they're suddenly interested in you now, especially now that you're with someone else, and they might know that, because if they're on social media showing off how amazing they look, they're probably looking at you as well, and they can probably see, if you are with someone, they can probably see that. Even if you don't have photos of you and this new person up on social media, they can probably see you interacting with them or whatever, giving each other hearts and talking and whatever. They know, they can tell. But yeah, why be interested in you now that you're with someone else? And they know that. So, you know, they've missed the bus, basically. They've missed the bus. They're not going to get you again. And I think once, after you first broke up with this person, I think you would have come running back to them, because you really did love them when you were with them. You really did miss them when they did do this disappearing thing. But now there's just no way. There's just no way. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your present is the Ace of Wands. Yes, there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of passion between you and this newer love connection. So yes, no wonder you're not interested in anyone else. I wouldn't be either. If this is all resonating, this is really fantastic. I hope it is, because this is really fantastic. And you know, there's a lot of potential for growth as well with this new person. I'm just looking at these leaves sprouting all over this wand. And there's even a potential for you to set up a home together with this person, but probably not for a while. I'm not seeing you jumping into moving in together. It's going to take some time. There's a castle up on a hill in this card, but it's in a distance, so it's going to take time. And also it's on a hill, so there might be a few struggles before you actually get to the top of this hill and into this house with them. But, you know, like any relationship, if you both work at things, you're going to get there. And again, I was seeing in the Three of Wands that there weren't any problems between you. This is looking really positive. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your present is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is sort of mirroring the Magician card. There are red roses on this card, symbolizing manifestation, and also, obviously, there are red roses on the Magician card. And the Queen of Pentacles can represent a mother. She's kind of fertile, she's nurturing this coin like a baby. But she can also represent a businesswoman. So this person who has this offer for you, this opportunity for you, might be a businesswoman who's also a mother. No, it might be that. So that might give you a few more clues if you're still watching out for who this might be. And I think if you choose to work with this person, I think she'd be a really considerate, really, really nice person to work with or work for. And this might be a small home-based business. That's what I'm seeing, a home-based business. And again, I'm seeing this online work attached to this. So it might be that you're working from home if you take up this opportunity. So if this is something that you'd like to do, and it's around writing or editing or publishing or something, really, really keep on looking out for this person. And I hope that's given you some more clues. The first card you have for your future is the Hanged Man. So yeah, I'm still seeing this ex, this person that I'm seeing in the Three of Wands. They are going to contact you at some time, I think, but it won't be for a while. They're going to be hanging back like this Hanged Man for a long time before they actually decide to come forward. They might actually be waiting for you to break up with this other person, but it's not going to happen, so they might just step in anyway. It might be that. And again, they haven't changed. They have not changed apart from their appearance. And I think you know that this person would never really change. But of course they don't want you to know that. They want you to think that they've changed, totally changed. You know, the Hanged Man has his hands behind his back, so he's hiding something. So they're trying to hide the fact that they haven't really changed. They know that too. But you know what's happening. And I think when this person finally contacts you again, you probably won't even want to speak to them at all. That's what I'm saying, and I shouldn't laugh because this person's really, really hopeful, but really, you know, their past behaviour makes me laugh really, because they really shouldn't treat people the way they treated you. They really, really took advantage of you. The next card you have for your future is the Five of Pentacles. I think this might be a message to you, reminding you not to miss out on this opportunity again. Obviously, the people on this card are both cold, they're both hungry, and you know, there's warmth and shelter inside this charge. And there are 5 beautiful golden coins on the stained glass window, and the only warmth in this card is coming from that stained glass window. So these people know that the warmth and the comfort and what they want is on the inside of that charge. But if you look at the two people, they're both approaching this quite differently. The woman on this card's looking down at the snow, but the boy's looking up at the window. So again, make sure you're looking up. Make sure you have your eyes opened so that you can see this opportunity when it comes to you. Keep your head up, because if you keep your head down and you're worrying and you're overthinking about this job you already have and all the other things that are going around in your head, you won't see this when it comes and you won't be able to grab it. So keep your eyes open. Look for this friend. Look for this person. If you're invited to something, go to it, because you might be introduced to whoever this is. Look out for a woman. Look out for a mother who's also a businesswoman. Think about all those things and keep watching and keep looking. That's what I'm seeing in that card. Don't let it pass you by. It's a good opportunity if this is all resonating with you. The last card you have for your future is the Seven of Wands. So, yeah, you are going to go through a few ups and downs with your partner before you get to this next stage in your relationship that I was seeing in the Ace of Wands, where you either move in together or you share a home or something. Yeah, there are some ups and downs you're going to go through, but I'm not seeing big things. I'm seeing little things, and I think these might be ups and downs that you actually both enjoy. I know that sounds weird, but I'm seeing a lot of passion here, and it might be that you have debates with this person backwards and forwards, go, no, I think this might be political debates, might be something like that. Because as I was seeing in the Magician card, you're very articulate and you love using your words, and I think they might be like that as well. You're a very good match to this person. So this relationship is probably going to be a bit fun, a bit kind of banter-like. You're going to have all these kind of things, little debates and all that kind of thing, and a bit of fun. And it's also a bit fiery. It's passionate, a lot of passion. This is all good. This is all very, very good. And I can see why you won't want to go back to this ex if this is all resonating with you. So Gemini, I hope this resonated. I'm sorry about my throat. I'm sorry I'm overtired. But yeah, general readings don't always resonate, or they can't always resonate with everyone. But again, if you like this reading, please like, please subscribe. Please leave a comment if you would like to. Thank you so much for watching.